Yeah, hi, you're with Mike Redding from Google Apps in edu.com. Just over here in Queenstown in New Zealand, got the weekend off. Been over here speaking to some schools and doing some staff development on how schools can use Google to increase the engagement and the motivation of their students. As I was just relaxing this weekend a little bit, just thinking about Google and schools and so on, I realised that one of the questions probably most asked by people is what's new, what's the latest, what's happening around Google. Obviously, if you've been using Google for a little while, you'll probably realise that Google roll out things quite quickly. They're changing things all the time, and so that can be a little bit hard to keep up with, especially when you're looking at packed programs and all the things that you've got to do with your school responsibilities. So I was just thinking, to help teachers out, one of the things I would do was just start to create a short weekly video that just explains what's the latest in happening around Google, maybe explain some cool features that are happening and some ways that I'm seeing teachers and schools use it. So in this video, what I want to do is I want to share some exciting news with you. And that is that Google have just this week announced that they're going to continue to support appointment slots in Google Calendar. Now, appointment slots for a lot of schools have become an integral part of how the school runs and is organised. You can use appointment slots to do resource bookings, to book parent-teacher interviews, and all of that just happens seamlessly and without you having to do anything. Once you set the calendar up, everything just happens automatically. And so that was a great feature. But I guess around about December last year, Google were saying that they were going to no longer support appointment slots. And in the forums and around the Google community, there was a lot of outcry about that, and thankfully Google listened, and they've just announced just this week that they're going to keep appointment slots open. So there are some schools that were madly trying to organise their calendars and schedule out for the whole year, just so they could have at least the features in place for another year before they had to go and find a third-party program that would do that for them. But the great news is, if you're doing that, you don't need to do that anymore. If you don't know what appointment slots are and you want to find out why so many schools were so passionate about using them, then you can head over to Google Apps for edu.com, and just in the search bar just type in calendar and you will see something come up around how you can use appointment slots in your school. So if you want more tips on how you can use Google Apps in education, if you want to know how you can use Google to better motivate and engage your students, to build a real culture of engagement in your school or in your classroom, if you head over to Google Apps for edu.com, there's a whole lot of tips and tricks over there, videos that we've shown you how to do things. And you can also sign up and get our 7-part crash course, which just leads you through how do you set up Google in your school, how do you do things like conduct a Google search and create a strategy for searching for your students. You can also find out how to create self-grading assessments and a few of those real fun things that we can use Google for in the classroom. So I'd encourage you to head over to Google Apps for edu.com and check out the further resources there. Until next week, we'll see you then.